Back everyone to Vold Vibes, ready for another deep dive.
Absolutely. Always ready to dig into the latest security chaos.
Couldn't agree more. And today we've got a doozy.
Oh, yeah, this one's got the security world buzzing, that's for sure.
Buckle up, folks, because we're talking critical vulnerabilities in PAM-PKCS Sharp 11.
Not exactly light dinner conversation, but hey, that's why we're here.
Exactly. Now, just to level set, PAM-PKCS Sharp 11, that's the module a lot of the Linux systems use for, like, secure logins, right?
Yep, it's all about that certificate-based authentication, using those X.509 certificates to verify users. Should be pretty solid, in theory.
Keyword there being should, because the news lately, well, it's not so pretty.
Nope, not pretty at all. Multiple vulnerabilities have popped up, and we're talking high CVSS scores.
The kind of each you want to, like, immediately check for patches.
Yeah, if your Linux authentication relies on PAM-PKCS Sharp 11, you might want to pause this for a sec and go update everything.
Seriously, folks, we'll wait.
Okay, assuming everyone's patched up now.
Or at least frantically trying to.
Right. Let's break down why these vulnerabilities are such a big deal.
All right, so the most severe one, the one that really caught my eye, CVE 2025-24032.
Ah, yes, that's a nasty one. Scoring a 9.2 on the CVSS scale, that's not something to ignore.
Not at all. And it all boils down to this default setting, cert policy equals none.
You see that and you might think, okay, it's a relaxed policy, no biggie, but big mistake.
Yeah, this is like leaving your front door wide open because you're feeling extra trusting today.
A perfect analogy, because that setting, it disables a crucial security check.
Which is?
Verifying the private key signature during authentication. You know, that whole prove you actually own the private key part.
Oh, so even though you need a valid certificate to log in, an attacker could just, what, fake the private key?
Exactly. They can craft a bogus token with the user's public data, a known PIN, and bam.
They bypass the whole private key check and waltz right in.
Like they own the place. That's why this vulnerability is so scary. The authentication scheme, it practically becomes meaningless.
Okay, so that's one massive headache. But there's another one, right? Another critical flaw.
Oh yeah, we've got CVE-2025-24032, and this one's even worse, a CVSS score of 9.4.
Yikes. All right, tell me more. What makes this one so bad?
This one gets a bit more technical. It involves specific error scenarios during the login process, particularly with smart cards.
Smart cards, like those physical cards some systems use for authentication.
Exactly. And the crazy thing is, a change introduced in PAM-PKCS SHAF 11, version 0.6.12, actually made things worse.
Wait, so a supposed improvement actually made it more vulnerable?
Ironic, isn't it? The new error handling, meant to be helpful, actually opened up this whole attack vector.
Oh, that's not ideal. So what can attackers do with this vulnerability?
They can exploit those specific error situations to, well, bypass authentication altogether.
So it's like exploiting a glitch in the system's logic. Instead of getting a login failed message, they slip through the cracks.
You got it. And that's why this one's got a 9.4 severity score. It's a major risk.
Okay, so 2 down, 1 to go. CVE 2025-24031, the last of our troublesome trio.
This one's a bit different, less severe with a 5.1 CVSS score, but still worth discussing.
Agreed. Let's not downplay any security flaws.
Absolutely. So this vulnerability involves triggering a segmentation fault, basically crashing the system.
A crash, how does that happen?
By pressing Ctrl-IC or Ctrl-ID during the PIN prompt.
Oh, so a user could accidentally trigger this.
Potentially, yes, but an attacker could also exploit it for denial of service attacks.
Denial of service meaning they could take down critical systems.
Precisely. Imagine a crucial system suddenly becoming unresponsive during, say, a financial transaction or a medical procedure.
Okay, yeah, that's a scenario we definitely want to avoid. So enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions. What's the first step?
The absolute first thing, no question, is to update your systems. Patches are available for all 3 vulnerabilities.
Right, patching, that's like security hygiene 101. But what else can folks do?
Layered security is key. Enable multi-factor authentication. It adds that extra layer of protection even if an attacker bypasses the initial login.
So even if they crack the first lock, there's another one waiting.
Exactly. And don't forget the principle of least privilege. Only give users the access they absolutely need, nothing more.
Limit their ability to do damage, even if they manage to get in.
Smart move. These vulnerabilities really underscore how crucial even seemingly small configuration choices can be.
It's like that saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
Spot on. So listeners, take a good look at your systems, question those default settings, and stay vigilant.
Excellent advice. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Stay safe out there, everyone, and keep those systems secure.
And remember, Patchy is your friend. Until next time, folks.